Hey everybody, it's your boy 1 Foot Wyatt and welcome to your favorite D-tier channel. I am once again back with another glitch video for you all, and today we'll be hanging out in Sunset City from Sunset Overdrive. We have a lot to cover today, so let's dive headfirst into these glitches. Our first little glitch is near the southwest corner of the map, just off of the shoreline. We want to be right at these pipes here, and if you jump onto them at just the right angle, you can use the pipes to just kind of swim in place. You can only do this here, however, and it's incredibly pointless. Speaking of pointless, we have a similar glitch located at the first Safehouse location. If we come to this fridge, you can just use it to fall indefinitely. You can pull out your weapons, and, well, that's really it, honestly. Here's another weird glitch I encountered. I was minding my own business while I noticed this Overdrive truck was being attacked by the OD. All seemed normal at first, until I opened the truck. For our next glitch, we're at the Larpers Safehouse. If you walk slightly into this doorway and shoot whatever weapon you have equipped, the game will think you're inside and cut the volume of your guns to almost zero. But as soon as you take a step back outside, you can hear them at full volume once again. Another glitch I noticed while at this location occurred with the enemies in the area. Walking in and out of the door really seemed to confuse them. So bad so, you could even walk right up to them and they wouldn't see you. So long as you don't fire a weapon, that is. Alrighty, and for our first of many out of bounds glitches for this video, we're on the right side of the city at this location on the map. From here, we want to head straight to the drugstore in the area. If you jump underneath the awning at just the right angle, you can climb through the wall of the building and up and out of bounds. Once inside, we aren't able to attack anything or be attacked. The best part, however, is that you can fall into the wall underneath the store and swim across most of the game's map from underneath. That's pretty wild. To put it in perspective, here's where we started versus where we ended up. That's quite the distance to be traveling underneath the map like that. That's pretty cool. Next up, we're at the very tippy top of the map, and we want to come to this corner over here where the brick wall is. Jump down below, and you should see a breezeway right beside you. From here, ground pound and jump towards the corner of this red building. If done correctly, you should pull yourself right inside. There's a bit of terrain we can explore inside here, but this location has something more interesting going for it. If you jump into the void below and out as far as you can, the game will keep killing you, leaving you in a death loop for about 3 to 4 deaths before forcing a reload. And even then, sometimes you can fall through the floor again while respawning like you see here. Okie dokie, now we're getting into the meat of the episode. Come to the top left corner of the map, just below the very first safe house. Now head to the corner of the gas station and perform a ground pound jump to get on top of this wall. Here's a ground pound again. As soon as you land on the wall, push into the invisible barrier so you don't fall off the edge while walking forward. Follow the wall until there's a gap in the barrier, and then make your way inside. Here we've made it out of bounds and can head to the right or to the left. But we'll head to the right first. follow along the invisible barrier like I do, and we stumble upon one of 3 parts of the city that are located out of bounds. I'm going to call it the out of bounds city from now on for simplicity's sake. Most of the terrain is solid and grindable, as well as air vents still boost you in the air here. Vehicles are the only thing that actually don't work properly out here. Even the construction site can be seshed too. Aside from a couple of missing doors, we toured most of this part of the city. So, let's check out the second part of the out of bounds city. So here we are back at the fork at the invisible barriers again, and instead of right, we're going to head to the left this time. You're going to want to follow the cliffside and climb up this wall when you approach it. Up here is where we can get back to the out of bounds city, but the other part of it. Alright, to get to the other part of the out of bounds city, we're going to have to jump onto this concrete square here, just on the edge of the wall. When you do that, you're going to want to perform a ground pound jump and wait a second or two while you're falling before performing a dash forward. If you fall through the ground, you need to wait a little longer before dashing. This is the smallest section of the out of bounds city, but once again most of it is solid, including this crane here actually. That being said, if we venture too far into these buildings here, we get to watch the game turn to a low poly version of itself right in front of us, and we just end up falling through the ground. Kinda lame, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Let's take a bit of a break from the out of bounds city and go surfing instead. While we're still out of bounds at this part of the city, head to the right and hug the invisible barrier. Ground pound jump when you reach the cliffside to get up. Here, follow the invisible barrier like I do. Eventually we come to a brick wall with, well, another brick wall on top of it. Wow. When you see this wall, head to the left and ground pound again, and you should clear the wall. Keep to the left and follow the path that I take. It's a bit of a long trek, but there's not too much to worry about out here. After following the invisible barrier for quite a while, we make our way to this dam wall near the ocean. Here's our location on the map. What can we do out here? Well, we can explore the entire ocean. How about that? And wow, is it big. I'll show you the most interesting things that I found out here about this ocean. Firstly, heading straight out, we can approach one of the sailboats off in the distance, giving us a view of it like you'd never get to see otherwise. It's pretty low poly. It even has a little flag on the bow. Now, if you continue further out, you'll stumble upon this island in the distance. When you get close enough, the entire skybox snaps to a sunset setting and stays like that even when you approach the island. And there's actually a reason for this, because if you continue farther out yet, you'll be able to approach very close to an oil rig that's in the background. Well, this oil rig is actually where the Mo oil, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's where the oil rig DLC takes place. And that DLC is where we get the Sunset Skybox from. But before we move on to the biggest glitch of the video, here's a quick check to see how far we made it out here. We're actually so far out that our map doesn't allow us to move the cursor, because the second the cursor moves, it snaps back into the main area of the map, and we can't bring it back. It's like our map even has invisible walls. Alrighty, now for the glitch I myself am most excited to show you all. I actually found this by total accident one day, maybe a year or two ago now, and the implications this can have are pretty big. So firstly, you'll want to start the mission Fizzy the Inside Story. Either progress through the story until you've unlocked it, or replay the mission from the pause screen. Now pick up the AI core that you need for the mission. This is our ticket out of bounds virtually anywhere in the game. Yes, you heard me right. This glitch is actually how we can get into the third and final part of the out of bounds city. Again, we're back at the very top of the map, pretty much as far north as you can go. This will double as a tutorial for the glitch and the way to get to the last out of bounds city. To perform this glitch, find a point where two walls merge like you see here. For the out of bounds city, come to this spot on the dock. Now what you need to do is try and position yourself in the corner of your walls and throw the AI corner in front of you, right at your feet. Here it is again. The idea is to try and have the core sandwich you against the walls, and hopefully you clip through while you're pushing towards the wall. I'll have a couple more examples of this glitch in action, but first let's check out the most elusive part of the out of bounds city. Keep swimming across the water like I do, jumping to the next set of water tiles. We have a bit of a trek, but just keep heading out farther into the water until you stumble upon some big gray blocks. Swim around and behind them to find two walls that we can use to wall bounce up and over top. And here we are, the third part of the out of bounds city. Let's take a look around. Make sure to head to your right first to explore, otherwise you'll get stuck on the inside of the building. Just like the last two areas, this out of bounds spot is almost fully grindable. There's a handful of buildings here, and even what looks to be like a restaurant called the Green Root, which you've never seen during normal gameplay. Another cool feature for this area is this super tall cylinder-shaped building. With some parkour shenanigans, you can make it to the top to get a real nice view of the city. And lastly, we have another section of highway we can explore. There's another bit of highway we can see below, but it isn't solid. And moving on from the out of bounds city is another location this AI core glitch worked at. Using the same technique from before, corner yourself in the wall and push into it. Face away and throw the AI core down at your feet. And boom, we're back out of bounds. This spot is really nothing fancy, but it's one of a few examples I'll be showing. The next example, I actually remember to include the map location, so if you want to try it, here you can. Cram yourself against these walls beside the garbage can, and perform the AI core glitch. We're on top of the ceilings of some outdoor shopping area. We can check out the interior of a store. Underneath this giant statue. Here's another location we can check out too. At this spot, we can clip into a larger sized building and get a pretty unique view of some office space. Here I managed to grab the AI core again, and somehow clip through another smaller room behind the door. To tell you the truth, I was really just trying to leave, but I don't know, this is cool too, I guess. And for our final example of our fabulous Go Anywhere glitch, if you perform the AI core glitch at the walls behind this bush, you have another easy and reliable way to get under the map and swim to your heart's content. And that's all I have for you today, folks. Be sure to try out that AI core glitch for yourself. I'm sure there's plenty of buildings and tidbits waiting to be explored. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.